Okay, so I have again introduced one issue for you guys, so we can try to solve that. Okay, so it's same topology, right now. I'm not able to ping between h1 to h4. Okay, same issue what we used to have, right? So ping between h1 to h4 is not working. Okay, so what should we do? So let me try pinging, right? 10.1. So IP address on h1 is this 10.1.10.101, right? 10.101, and here it is 11.104. Okay, different subnets. And when I ping from 10.1.11.104, it's not working. Okay, and these are leaf 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, and down is spine 1. Okay, so yeah, how should we proceed?
Can we ping the gateway?
Okay, so what is the gateway? 10.1?
10.1, yes.
Yeah. Show IP interface brief, right? 10.1 is the gateway. Yeah, we are able to ping the gateway.
Okay. From H4, are we able to ping the gateway?
From H4, right? What was
Yeah.
the gateway? Show IP interface brief.
11.1.
11.1. Yes, that is also working fine. So from both the hosts are able to ping the gateway, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Now on leaf 1A, do we have the MAC and the ARP entry?
Okay, so let's go to leaf 1A, right?
Yeah.
Show MAC address table. What is the MAC address?
It's not there because it
yeah,
should be anyway on the X1.
yeah, 8766, right?
Yeah.
So 8766, that is learn, right? MAC is learn.
No, for the H4, it's not there. Right?
Oh, the other side, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
What was the other side, MAC? 4911.
Yes, 4911.
Yeah, it is there, right? See, 4911 is there, right?
Okay.
So you have MAC, local MAC learn, right? You have local MAC learn, and the other side H4 MAC is also learned over VX1, right?
Yeah.
Both MACs are learned. What else? ARP?
The ARP.
Show ARP. Okay.
ARP
so
is also there.
Local ARP is there and remote ARP is also learned, right? So you have both ARP also learned.
Yes. On the
and even install, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
On the leaf 2, do we have the ARP and the MAC of
same thing, right? So basically same thing we want to check on leaf 2A, right?
Yeah.
That MAC both side is learn or not, right? So MAC 4911 is learn, that is there. Local, basically local MAC is learn, but the other side MAC, right, that is not learn. 110, that basically that MAC is not learn. Let's check ARP. Show ARP. So local ARP is learned, but the ARP for the 10101 is not learned, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we have to understand on this leaf 2A, we have local MAC and ARP learned, but other side is not learned. H1 MAC and ARP on leaf 2A. On leaf 1A, both side H1 and H4, both MAC and ARP is learned, right? That is the problem right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
On leaf 2, do we see the type 2 routes?
Okay, so for what? H1, right? 10.101. Okay.
Yeah.
So which command should we run?
So BGP, EVPN, MAC IP.
Yeah, route type, MAC IP.
And that address.
So 10.1.10.101.
Yes.
Okay. There is nothing. If you want, we can do it detailed. It's not there.
Okay. can you show me the configuration of the BGP? Sure, and
Here,
BGP. Yeah.
show run sec BGP. Okay.
Okay. But
So this
then
is the configuration of BGP on leaf 2A, right?
uh,
These are the neighbors, EVPN overlay, peer group, underlay, and MLAC peer,
actually the
these are the neighbors.
VXLAN interface configuration.
Yeah, sure. So this is VLAN 110.111 RDRT
Uh,
and address family. Okay, you
okay.
want to check
Yeah.
VXLAN 1 config? Yeah, it
Yeah.
is here. Source interface loopback 1. Let's forget about this command. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not needed on this.
Uh,
So, and this is the config.
okay. Can you show the config on leaf 1 for VX1?
Leaf 1A, right?
Yeah.
Show run interface VXLAN 1.
Okay. Now can we check 110? Like if you're advertising the type 2 route for that. Okay.
Okay.
So PGP advertise something.
Okay. So which
Like
what
I want to check
EVPN?
it's yeah, if I'm advertising the EVPN type 2 route.
Okay. So show BGP EVPN summary, right? Okay. So basically, what right now you want to check is whether we are advertising type 2 route or not. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so for that, what we can do is first whether we have generated or not, right? Locally.
Hmm.
First, based on we know that MAC and RP is learn, right?
Yeah.
Local MAC and RP is learn for 110 this, but the other end it is not learn, right? Other end this ARP and MAC is not learn, and route
Yep.
is also not received. So what we want to first check is whether we have generated type 2 route locally, right? Based on this MAC and ARP learn, correct? So what
Okay.
we can do is we show BGP EVPN route type MAC IP, right? Detail, correct?
Mhm.
So that will tell us that, hey, whether we have generated or not first, right? What was that?
Then
One
101.
8766, right? 8766. Yes, see this one. Yeah, this two. So they see first that we have generated MAC type 2 route, right? For
Mhm.
this, do you see any
No.
problem with this? So basically, as
It's
soon as
locked.
we learn the MAC, right? This MAC,
Huh.
we generated this type 2 route, okay, locally.
Yes.
And similarly, we generated type 2 route for ARP also, MAC plus IP. Okay. Do you
Okay.
see any problem with this route?
Mm,
Or you want to check anything based on this?
looks good to me.
Okay. Guys, any other one, anyone else? Do you see any problem? Route target not matching, VNI not matching, or anything, whatever you can check from this, right? Is it all good?
I think so as well. Just
Okay,
can't say
perfect.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next, what next now? So basically, we learned the local MAC ARP, right? We generated this type 2 route. Now what next we want to check?
Uh, can we check on leaf 2B if we the VXLAN configuration and the
Sure. Yeah. Leaf 2B, right? Yes. So yeah, this is also good point that it's not that we have to check only on one side, one pair, right? The other side also there can be a problem, correct? Config. So let's check what you want to check VXLAN.
VXLAN?
Yeah. So basically, whenever you are checking, right, you should check on leaf 2A and 2B and also 1A and 1B, right? Everything, whatever we have done so far, just to make sure there is no discrepancy. Okay. Okay. So this is leaf 2B config.
Can we check on leaf 2A and B that if 110 VLAN is in its flood list,
Okay.
the VTEP is in flood
Oh,
list.
flood list you want to check, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So on 2A, 2B.
Yes.
Okay.
And on 1A and 1B. Yes.
1A and 1. Basically, you want to check the flood list, right? Okay.
Yes.
What is the command? Anyone?
I think we can check the type 3 route.
Okay. But okay, I got your point. Type 3 is where we get the flood list information, right? But
Yes.
first of all, we just want to check, like we check MAC and ARP is learned or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
So first, if we want to check that, hey, flood list is populated or not. If flood list is not populated, then we'll go check type 3 route received or not, right?
Yes.
So
I think show int VXLAN1. I think
yes,
should have
show
it.
int VXLAN 1, right? So are we seeing flood list?
1101 is there.
Where it is? Oh,
Static VLAN to VLAN.
no, that is VLAN to VNI mapping.
Red list is missing.
No flood list.
It's not there.
Yeah, it's not there.
Okay, there is one more command, right?
So we accept that.
Okay, so it's not there.
Okay.
Okay, you want to check same thing on 2A, 2B as well, right? 2A
Yes.
also. So VXLAN flood VTAP, it's not there, or VXLAN 1. So we can use both command.
Yeah.
And 1A, 1B also.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is there.
254.5. Okay.
5, which is this guy.
Okay. That means
VTEP.
it.
Yeah.
So now we can check if leaf 1A is advertising or generating the type 3 route, and if leaf 2 is receiving it or not.
Okay. So now we'll check, right? Okay. So first of all, we don't have flood list populated here, right?
Mhm.
So now what we want to check is
Type 3.
type 3
If it
route.
is received or not.
Okay, received or not, or first that guy has generated. Either side we can start, right?
Yeah.
So let's start here, right? Show BGP EVPN route type.
I
IMET.
meant.
Okay, so IMET. What do you see?
This is 255.5.
Let me show you detail, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
This is local.
yeah, this is local, right? Locally
Yeah.
generated, correct?
It's not receiving it.
So it's not received. The other side is 254.3, other VTAP, right?
Yes, yes.
So this is locally generated for both the VLANs. See, 10,
Yes.
110 and 111, both the VLANs locally generated. But you have not received that one, right?
Mhm.
Type 3 route.
Yes.
Now,
Now,
what we want to do?
if leaves 1A and 1B are advertising, like generating the type 3.
Yeah, so show BGP EVPN route type IMET.
I meant.
Okay, so from here first hand it looks like it is generating, right? See, 254.3. But if we want to check, we can check detail
Detail.
just to make sure that everything is fine, right? I mean, all this. Yeah, so this is the one. 110.
Yes, it is generating. EVP 10 is that 10111 is also there.
Yeah. So guys, question to you, do you see any problem in this? Any discrepancy, right? For both of this?
I don't
Uh,
see.
Can we compare to the working one on the other side on leaf
Okay.
2A?
Sure, sure. So let's do something so that we can, compare, right? So this is 2A and this is it fine, or do you want me to, so this is 2A.
think it should be okay.
Or you want to compare with this guy, right? So this is the working, you received it properly. The other side, from other side. So this is you generated 254.3 and you received 254.5 from other side for this 10110. Okay. So you can compare this with the first one.
I think it is okay.
So yeah, what are the things you can compare is, right? See, RT, route target, is matching or not, right? 10110, 10110, VXLAN tunnel type, VNI 10110. So that is also good. MPLS label. So all looks good, right?
Mhm.
Correct?
Yeah.
Anything?
Would you
Mismatch?
please check the loopback one on all the leaf?
Sorry, loop back one.
Yeah, configuration.
Oh,
in the
loop back
loopback.
one config on this, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, it is this 254.3.
and
So that's what you are advertising. 254.3, 192, 160, 254.3. Okay. Anything else? We are in right direction. So I think, yeah, some more. So basically, okay, let's recap, right? See what we did. So H1 to H4 ping is not working, correct? We tried pinging gateways, that's working fine, both side. We checked ARP and MAC. We can see on this guys, ARP and MAC is learned for both the sides. On this side, we checked ARP and MAC is locally learned, right? But the other one is not learned. Okay. So that is one, right? However, this guy is generating, that ARP and MAC. Okay. And then we also checked flood list. Flood list is not populated here, but is it right? Right. And here it is populated. Yes. Here it is not flood list.
So
Or
just have a
reverse. Or
question.
reverse.
Is this
Yeah.
fine? Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just had a question in terms of if the flood list is not there on the VTEP 2 side, does
Yeah.
that affect installing type 2 route or not?
Okay. So the question is, if here we don't see flood list populated, right? Flood list.
Yeah.
What will happen if flood list is not populated?
It will drop the type 2 route, right?
It will drop the
Type 2 route because that VLAN was not extended there. That means.
Okay. So basically, whatever type 2 route this guy is receiving
For that particular
VLAN,
yeah, it will
110, it will drop.
Yeah.
Okay. What the other folks think? But if we remember, we did not receive type 2 route, right? In fact, right? Or it's not coming at all, right? On 2A.
Yeah,
if I'm not...
that's why it should not come, right? I bet that VLAN is basically not extended there, so
show BGP VPN route type MAC IP. Yeah, we are not even receiving, correct?
Okay.
You got the point. So see,
Yeah, but I was just
we are
curious
not
if
even
there's a
receiving.
relationship or
Yeah.
just...
So correct. So see, basically, Akshit, in fact, as you mentioned, right, that it's not, flood list is not populated, we will not install this ARP, but we are not even receiving this update. So what do you guys think? If flood list is not populated, what is the problem?
we don't advertise to those specific VTEPs, or we don't send traffic to that VTEP. But yeah, I hadn't thought about whether we also drop
we refer flood list. Oh, sorry. Okay. We refer flood list for what traffic? Which traffic? For
bump.
unicast traffic, do we refer flood list?
No,
Unknown unicast and broadcast.
bum traffic.
You BUM, right? BUM, broadcast, unknown unicast, and multicast.
Mm.
So can you tell if flood list is not populated on this, what traffic, which traffic will be affected?
Or
ARP, right? Which ARP? So let's say H4 wants to communicate to H1, or basically, yeah, H4 wants to communicate to, let's say H1, right? What it will do is H4 sends the packet to gateway, correct?
Yeah.
Gateway. Now, basically this is ARP request. So what you will do is it will check the destination IP, right? Which is different subnet VLAN 100, 110. This is VLAN 111. And the destination is in VLAN 110. So what you will do, it will route the packet from 111 to 110, right?
Yeah.
Now it checked that, hey, 110, this subnet is directly connected. I need to learn the MAC of this guy, right? To send the packet.
Yeah.
So what it will do is it will consult the show VLAN table to understand, hey, on which port I have to forward this traffic, right?
Mm.
So it will check all the local interfaces to flood ARP request for VLAN 110, right? Whatever ET 1, 2, 3. And there should be also VX1.
Yeah.
So now it has to understand, hey, I have to forward this traffic because this H1 can be on other leaf. So basically I have to forward this ARP request to all the VTAPs, other VTAPs, right?
Yeah.
Now, which VTAP I have to forward this traffic, ARP request? So which table it consult? So VXLAN flood list, flood,
Yeah.
right? And here there is no entry. So what will happen?
it
So
won't
we won't
forward
send
any
It
Yeah,
will
it's-
just forward ARP request to local, but
OPS.
not the
Local,
other
yeah.
VTAPs. And
Yeah.
if H1 does not receive ARP request, it will not reply back.
Yeah.
Right? So is it a problem or not?
Yes.
You got my, everyone is got this. If you want, we can discuss again. Anyone?
Yeah. Yeah. I get the problem of not having the flood list.
Okay.
And
Other
what it-
folks, anyone has any question, doubt?
No. Yeah.
So that the only thing I'm curious is, should we be troubleshooting the type 2 route first? And maybe the flood list, the flood list is a problem, but is this the problem related to the type 2, or is this another problem that will come later, which we can still fix that one? But my question is, should we be checking the type 2 route first to find out where is it going wrong before we get to the flood list? And it's definitely another problem as well, because
Yes.
it means
Okay. Yeah. So see, basically we can take any of the approach, but yeah, I would say maybe we can, any approach is fine, because after
Because
all
we saw the
we
type
have
2
to solve
route.
both, right?
Yeah, that's true. So the type 2 route we see is being sent from leaf 1A, right?
So far what we have checked is type 2 route is generated on leaf 1A, locally generated, but we have not checked whether it is advertised and where it stuck. Now one more thing I want to before we move forward, see, let's say H1 has already communicated with H2 or H3, any other host, right? What will happen? So you already have ARP and MAC, which is also in this case, right? You have ARP and MAC already learned, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
ARP and MAC is already learned, and it should have already sent type 2 route,
Yes.
right? So what do you think? Are you really dependent on this flood list not populated? Are you getting my question?
Yeah, I'm getting the question. That's why I was a bit lost there. If we need the flood list to be there for us to install the type 2 route, then yes. If I don't know, it was who was explaining before, if we are going to drop the type 2 route because we do not expect to receive type 2 route from that VTEP because we don't have it on the flat list. I don't know if that's how that logic is fine. If that logic is correct, then it means, yeah, the flat list is required for us to
Okay.
install the type 2 route.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Anyone else has any? So my point is this. So, H4 wants to communicate to H1. H4 sends the ARP request, right? It is routed into VLAN 110, and then it should have to flood to learn the ARP, right, for H1. But before that, leaf 1 already has learned the ARP, and it has
Yeah.
already forwarded as a type 2 route to this guy. So basically, leaf 2A, 2B is already receiving type 2 route for that ARP and MAC. So actually, it should have learned from type 2, and it don't have to send ARP request, right, for H1, right? So basically, that's what I wanted to, mention. So now, yes. So what now we want to troubleshoot?
But we are not receiving a type 2 route as well, right? Even though we tried to ping.
Okay.
So I think there should be something wrong with these spines.
Okay,
They're
so
out of
yeah,
matching.
so basically when we check here, right, type 2 route, we are not receiving.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay.
We can check if it's installed on spines and if spines are sending.
Okay, yeah, let's go there then. Let's check whether spine has this type 2 route and it's sending or not, right? Correct? Okay, perfect. Let's go to spine. Show BGP EVPN route type, MAC IP. 10.1. What was that?
101. 10.1.10.10.
10.101. 10.101. Okay. Detail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What do you think?
It does have its route.
It has received.
Mhm.
Let me check the ping is working. Means it's already going on or not, right? Just to make sure MAC is not flushed. I think it's continuously working.
Yeah. It's sending out.
Okay, what do you see here on spine?
It receives it from .3 and .4.
Which route?
The MAC and IP type 2.
Yeah, but there's no MAC. There's only MAC IP.
Yeah.
It's 766. Yes.
So it's only MAC IP, right?
Yeah.
No, but H1 is
1 minute, I will just
79BE, right?
8, 10, 10, 1, 10, 101 detail, right? Yes. So it's only MAC IP route. There is no MAC route, right? For both the VLANs. 110.
Yeah.
This is basically why you are seeing 2 is because you are receiving from both the leaves, right? One leaf 1A and this leaf 1B, right? 255.3 and 255.4. Okay. So you are receiving on spine 1 from both the leaf type 2 route. But as you see here, it's only MAC IP, not only MAC.
Vishal, is the MAC of H1 8766 or 79BE?
Sorry, H1 MAC, what?
Yeah. Is it ending with 79BE or
Okay, MAC of
it's
this.
it's 8766?
8766.
Okay.
So it's here, 8766.
Okay, the topology, I think I got confused.
Oh yeah, that because every time, when we spin up this lab, they change it, changes the MAC. So don't look at this MAX. Okay, it's change. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what?
Can
see-
we check the MAC table, MAC aging and the ARP aging
Where?
on the leaves first?
Leaf which one?
1A and 1B.
1A. Means you want to check MAC aging timer?
Yes.
Okay. Show run sec MAC. Show run sec aging. Show run.
Or an all sections.
I
You
think then
show
it should be
run
default.
all. Yeah, it should be default because we have
Yeah,
not configured anything specifically,
Yeah.
right?
And the RPG?
Show ARP sec. I think it will be default only because there is
300.
nothing configured.
And on spines, can you check?
Okay, spine, MAC and ARP page. Do we really need to check that?
No, because on Leaf 1A, are we advertising the Mac route only?
Because okay, so first question is spine one, right? So we don't have any SVI or anything on spine, right?
Yeah.
So there is no MAC or ARP. It's going to be there on spine, right? It will only have EVPN routes. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now what?
On Leaf 1A, the MAC address is learned, right? And are we advertising it?
Show BGP EVPN route type MAC IP.
And
Yeah, we have this. If you want to check detail, we have right this MAC.
Okay.
So
But,
yeah, we
okay.
have MAC and MAC IP.
Uh,
Do you want to
Hey.
check whether we are advertising or not? Is
Yes.
it?
Yes. So this table is basically what the local EVPN table, right?
Yeah. So basically, it's a EVPN table which shows local as well as what you have received from other guys, MAC IP routes,
Yeah. Okay.
right? So this is what you locally generated based on what you learned locally, and this is what you received from other peers, EVPN routes type 2.
Okay.
So yeah, we want to check the whether we advertise, right? Show
Yes.
BGP EVPN summary. Okay. So BGP neighbor, let's say spine 1, right? EVPN advertise routes. Okay.
We are advertising.
So we are advertising, right?
Uh, can we check now the spine if we are receiving it?
On spine.
Yeah.
Show BGP EVPN summary, right? Leaf 1A is this.
Yeah.
Show BGP neighbor, EVPN received routes. Okay.
Yeah. Can you check any can you check the configuration of spine 1 to see there are any filters applied to this model?
Sure. Show BGP EVPN. Oh, here also it's there, right? See, right? You are receiving. Okay. Show
Yeah.
BGP EVPN route type MAC IP. Oh, I think. Oh, sorry. See, why we did not see before is because we gave this this, right? We run this command.
Okay.
Right. So that was our mistake. So just make sure, yeah, we don't end up doing this mistake, right? So
Okay.
actually we are receiving MAC, okay, type 2, MAC and IP both. In fact, I was also under same impression, but yeah. Okay,
Then-
so the point is you are receiving MAC and IP on spine 1. Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Are we advertising it?
Advertising.
Show BGP neighbor 2A, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
EVPN advertise routes. Okay. Yes.
Can we
No,
check?
it's not there.
Oh, this one, what
Yeah.
was that? No,
It's
8766, right?
Yes.
8766.
This is
No,
only
we are not advertising, right?
4911. Yeah, we're not advertising.
Okay. 8766. No, it's not there. So now what? Let's check the other neighbor. Are we advertising or not, right?
Yeah.
So BGP EVPN. No, show BGP neighbor 255.6. EVPN advertise routes. No.
No.
And what about 4?
8766.
Okay. So we are not advertising the route. In fact, we are receiving and it is there here, right? 8766. But we are not forwarding. So Spine has this route, MAC and IP type 2, but it's not sending out to 2A and 2B.
Can we see for the overlay like the 2 and 2 are the clients of the
Sorry?
router? If the leaves 2A and 2B are the clients for the route servers, like for the
Okay.
overlay?
You mean to say
BGP.
BGP? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
this is the BGP config.
Overlay.
Overlay, right? So this is the overlay config. Peer group, next hop unchanged, update source loopback 0, BDF, multi-hop, send community, maximum route, and overlay neighbors are
Yes.
this, right? Overlay
Leaf
peer
1A, 1B, 2A, 2B.
and
Okay.
this EVPN overlay peers. Yes, this are the overlay.
How do we like make this as a route reflector? Like what config?
We don't have to configure route reflector. Reason is because this is eBGP 65001 and 65101, right? Different AS number. So it's a eBGP. So by default, it will act as a route server. It's basically it will whatever it receives, it advertises, unless you have route map to block it.
Okay.
Okay.
So underlay, where is underlay? Okay. So my underlay is also EVGP.
Show BGP
Yeah.
summary. Yes. This, yeah, you can check here, or yeah, 65001 and underlay is underlay is 65101
Yeah.
eBGP, right? So this is 65001 local AS and 65101 is the leaf 1A 1B, 2A 2B is 102.
One of the reasons why we don't actually no. I was thinking
Sorry?
something, but I don't think it's
Okay.
no. I was thinking something, but I don't think it's correct.
Okay.
Vishal, can you check the show BGP EVPN route on the spine
Show BGP EVPN
route?
route.
Yeah.
Route
Meg
type,
IP.
then
Meg IP
MAC IP.
with the detail.
Okay. Yes.
With the detail.
Okay. Detail. Sure. Yes. So this is the one, right? Which we are looking
I
for.
can see there is invalid.
Invalid, right?
Yep. So I want to check
Yes.
if there is a route for the next hop.
Okay. So that's a very good observation, right, guys? So see, it's very clear. So basically you are receiving route here, spine 1, right? Why it's not sending, forwarding? By default, it should have forwarded that route, right? Why it's not forwarding, correct? So there is some issue. There can be two issues. One is either in neighborship route map, through route map, you have blocked it, but that is not the case here, right? We have not blocked anything. So then what is the reason that, you have not advertised? We are not advertising route which you have received. And that's where you can see here, it shows invalid, right? Why it's invalid? So what we want to check?
Next hop
Next hop.
reachability.
Okay, what is the next stop? Means which one? This which next stop? Which is the next stop? So basically it shows invalid, right? Why it shows invalid? Maybe next stop is not reachable and all that, right? Okay, one of the reason is. So which is which next stop you want to check?
Can you scroll up?
Yeah.
255.
254.3.
Okay. So basically, see, we have this two, right? Correct. So this is the next stop, right? Even if you can see here, this is the next stop. 254.3 is the next stop. And this is through which we received it, which is our nothing but 255.3 is this link IP address. Okay, this ET2, Ethernet IP address. And 254.3 is your loopback IP address VTAP from where this route is originated. So this will be loopback 1. 254.3 is your next stop, right? So what you want to check? Route, right?
Yep.
Okay. On spine.
Mm. So
Do you see route?
No.
No. Okay. So what is the
So,
problem?
the EVPN neighborship was not up for that, or
EVPN neighborship is up. That's why we are receiving this routes, right?
yeah, towards to A and to B. And
But
so on.
this okay. So this route for this 2543.3 you will receive through which neighborship? EVPN or BGP or which?
The
BGP underlay.
Underlay, right? So normal
Yeah.
BGP. So basically this show IP BGP summary, right? Through this neighborship, we should have received this route, right? But we are not receiving, correct? Route for
Yeah.
254.3. That is
Yeah.
loopback 1 VTAP. This 254.3 VTAP is not learned here. Route.
Are we advertising it from leaf 1?
Okay. So again, let's go back to leaf 1A, right? Let's check 254.3, right? It's there directly
Yes,
connected, right?
directly
At least first
connected.
check the interface is up, right? And
Mhm.
now check advertising. So show IP BGP summary, right?
Mhm.
What is that? Spine 1 is this neighbor. Okay, show BGP neighbor, this advertise routes. Are we advertising 254.3?
255.3
No.
we have advertised.
No. Again, this is 255. This is 254. What we are
Yeah,
looking for.
we are not advertising.
We have not advertised. So what should we check?
Route map.
No.
Route map.
Redistribute connected.
Redistribute and under the loop back.
Okay, so yeah, redistribute connected is there. Route map, right? Show route map. Yeah, this is the route map.
Match at prefix list.
Prefix list.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you see
that's
any
one.
problem?
There should be 254.
Okay, so let's allow that, right? Is it fine?
Let's check.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's check now advertise. It's right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Being started.
Yeah.
Correct. So yeah, this was the issue. Good that you guys are able to find out. And that was very good observation. Let me add on other leaf via 1B also, because I removed it from both. Okay, so any question?
Sorry, I think I got lost somewhere. So when we started, we were saying on the spine we saw that we're receiving a route and we are not advertising, right?
Okay, yeah, let's go there. Just a minute. Sequence 20. I'll just add this and then we'll.
Sorry, you typing prefix list there as well. Permit.
Oh,
It should be
permit.
different
Yeah,
column.
right. Sequence 20. Permit and then this, right? Okay. Yes. Okay. So actually what we checked here is, right, on spine 1,
Yeah.
when we check that it was invalid, right? So basically,
So this was on the what we've received is invalid, right?
yes. So basically that MAC IP route, right? So okay. So what was the problem was we were not receiving here MAC IP route, right? On leaf 2N and 2B. Okay.
Yeah.
2 and 2B. Then what we did is we check, hey, leaf 1A, 1B has learned locally MAC ARP. It has learned. Whether it has advertised, yes, it has advertised. Whether here are we seeing type 2 route, MAC and ARP? Yes, it is there. Are we advertising on this? No, right? No. So what is the reason why this spine 1, which is receiving type 2 route, but not advertising, right? What is the reason for that? So for that, when we check the detail output for type 2 route, right, this MAC, we see here it as invalid, right?
Yeah. So this is what we have received, right?
Yes, this is what we received from this guy. We received from this guy, but it is reflecting as invalid.
Okay.
Now the reason can be, one of the reason is that whatever next stop, right, that should be reachable. Then only you will advertise that route, right?
Yeah.
And so then we check that, hey, this is the next stop, whether it's reachable or not. So we run show IP route, this, right? So show IP route and this 254.3. Initially, during that time, it was not learned, right? Now, how we learn this? We supposed to learn this route through underlay BGP, right? So then we check again. We went on leaf 1A to check the whether it has first loop back up or not, right? Connected route is there or not, and then it is advertising or not. Okay. And when we check that we saw that it is up, but it has not advertised the route, right? It has not advertised the route. So then we again went on leaf 1A to check why it's not advertising, correct?
Yeah.
So to advertise the route, this is the configuration, right? This config will advertise the route, redistribute connected, because it's a connected route. Then there is a route map. So we checked route map and prefix list, and we observe that prefix list, we have not allowed that subnet, prefix subnet. Okay. So we added this, and then it started advertising, and everything is now working fine.
Okay. Nice.
Right. So yeah.
The flag list issue on 2A was just because that still was a problem there, right?
Yes. I have removed this permit. Basically, we were not advertising that loopback. We tapped this loopback 254.3. We were not advertising. So basically, VTAP to VTAP reachability was not there.
Yeah.
Right. And because of that, spine 1 was not forwarding that route to forward. Same for type 3. So if you observed, right, see, we had two issues here, right? Flood list was not populated here, right? If you remember.
Yeah.
And type 2 route was also not here. So why flood list was not populated? Because type 3 route was also not coming here. Why it was not coming? Same reason as of type 2. So type 2 and type 3, because next stop was not reachable, both were not getting forwarded. Right. So if we would have taken any path, right, we were discussing whether should we try with this or this, right?
Yeah.
With any path, we would have found out that, why this is not working.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's true.
But yeah, this was good. In fact, I have also not, many things I was also surprised, to be very frank. So yeah, it was good. Okay, so yeah, anything.
So on the leaf 2 and 2B, right? Again,
Mhm.
the point that Victor brought, right? Even if we don't have the type 3 route, if the traffic is flowing from H1 to H4,
Mhm.
it should be able to populate its MAC table and the ARC table, and the
Yes.
data plane traffic should still flow.
Yes. So your question is this, right? Even though this flood list is not populated here because of some other issue, right?
Yeah.
Even though this is not populated, because we received type 2 MAC and IP and we already had no MAC and R for this guy H1, right? Our traffic should have forwarded, right?
Yes.
Data plane traffic, correct?
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
But if H1 has not communicated to anyone else and H4 when sends
Initiated
packet and
from-
ARP request we need to send, then in that case it will not work, right?
Yeah, that way
Yeah.
control
So
plane
yes,
comes
yes.
into-
So basically, yeah, you need, it's both. That condition should be met.
All right. Good point, Victor got.
Yeah, this was really good turnout to be.
Yep. All right. Good scenario. Yeah.
Okay, so I think then in that case we are done with asymmetric IRB, right? We did troubleshooting and all that stuff. Just few points that for intermittent traffic loss, right? This was all full traffic, but if let's say there is 10% or 20% ping loss, right? Then how we should troubleshoot, correct? So we discussed that just check MAC flap is there or not, right? Or MAC is not learned. So in that case, we will flood the traffic and there are 50 VTEPs. This traffic which has to go on from uplink will be that many times more, right? Because we will replicate for all the VTEPs, right? And that can congest this link. So these are few other issues. So basically how we can troubleshoot this is, first we need to identify, obviously first we will check that there is no MAC flap or blacklist, right? There is no blacklist, MAC flap or any, issue. Also there is no out discards due to congestion, right? So these are the basic checks we can do, right, on all these devices, all 6, that there is nothing on this unusual or suspicious on these devices. After that, if that is also not the case, then we have to go step by step, right? We have to find out which device is culprit out of this, or silently dropping that packets, right? Due to bug or due to hardware limitation. Obviously we can check CRC and all that stuff, right? There is no physical error or anything, or congestion and all that. So in that case, next we can do is, we can first see there is a 10 or 20% ping loss. Now there can be two possibility. Either forward traffic, ICMP request is getting dropped, right? Or reply is getting dropped. So first of all, we can first check whether, ICMP request or reply, which path has a problem, forward or reverse path we are seeing drops, correct? So maybe we can take TCP dump here, right? To see is it request dropped or reply drop, or we can put ACL here and here, right? To count how many ICMP requests has come, how many we have sent out. If we have received 100 and we sent out 80, that means we are dropping 20 packets in our fabric. But if we are receiving 100 and we are sending out also 100, right? Then we are not dropping any ICMP packet. But if reply we are receiving only 80, right? And we are sending out 80 reply. What does that mean? Where is the problem?
It could be in the return traffic, but you
Okay,
need to
so
check now the
let me come
replies.
back. Let me come back again. Okay, so H1 to H4 we sent 100 pings. Okay, 100 pings ICMP. We see 20% loss. Okay, now we decided to find out there is no out discards or anything unusual, suspicious on all these devices. Okay, now we have to find out which device, whether first of all we want to find out whether problem is with our fabric or problem is with this VMs or L2 switches in between all the other network, right? What we will do is at our border devices, right? Border where we receive the traffic and we exit the traffic, we'll put ACLs to count the packet. So let's say we are receiving 100 ICMP request. Okay. We are sending out 100 ICMP reply request. It's all about request right now, 100. That means in our fabric, we have not dropped any packet, right? Zero drop forward traffic, ICMP request. Now H4 is replying us. It should receive 100 ICMP request. It reply back 80 ICMP reply. Okay. And what we see here on our egress, that 80 we have sent out. Okay. What do you think? Our fabric has dropped any packets in this scenario?
No.
No, right? Because whatever packet we received from H4, we forward it, right? So basically there is a problem after this leaf 2, right? Whatever this L2 switch or maybe host is not replying back all ICMP requests, right? So that's how we have to proceed. First, we have to make sure that we are culprit or the other part of the network is the culprit. In case this guy has replied back all the 100 reply, right? And we send out only 80, that means we drop 20 replies, ICMP reply. Then we have to check again at each whole device, right? Maybe by using mirroring, truncation, all that, whatever we have, to see which device is dropping this 20 packets. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that is how we have to, basically when there is a partial traffic drop, it's more difficult to identify, right? Because we have to find out which device is a culprit here.
In this case, the egress ACL, right? We have to put it on both the MLAC switches.
Yes, on port channel.
Okay.
Yes, because we don't know from where it might
Where it
come,
will-
right? Yes.
Hmm.
So yeah, we have to put on all this to ingress egress and on this to ingress egress to count both side packet in out. Okay. Okay, so with that, we are done with asymmetric. Okay. So as far as lab is concerned, you guys can form pair of 2, right? And then reach out to me and I can give you basically this access if you want to use this, or if you want to use your lab, that's fine, right? But if you want to do yourself, then also it's fine. Otherwise you can create group of 2. And for practice, if you want queue off for one day, let me know. I can talk to team leads. Okay. But I definitely want that you guys take time out or basically try to do this lab before we basically from next week we will start symmetric. So yeah, it's good that you start doing some hands-on if not already started. Okay.
Vishal, the config